AMI is the place to go to find television shows and documentaries that focus on the unique experience of Canadians with disabilities. If you want to learn more about the network and the people behind those shows, there's an event for you. It's called AMI Connect. It's taking place Thursday, June the 3rd. It's a chance to learn all about our programming and the people who make them. Visit amiconnect.vfairs.com to learn more. amiconnect.vfairs.com.
This is an AMI podcast.
I'm Kelly McDonald. Here's a segment from our show Kelly and Company that airs weekdays from 2 to 4 p.m. Eastern on AMI Audio.
When out and about, car horns have their own language. The one that toots high. The one that beeps quickly in succession to say, hey, I'm here. And the long blast that says, get out of my way. I'm important and I'm in a hurry. Safe travels. You're listening to Kelly and Company on AMI Audio.
I know it's Monday, but I'll give you a little quick preview of something going on the weekend as we return back to Kelly and Company. Romeo Muth and Kelly McDonald, hosts of the show. This week on AMI at the Movies, it's Ray, starring Jamie Foxx. It's a story of the life and career of Ray Charles from his humble beginnings in the South, where he went blind at the age of 7, to his rise of stardom in the 1950s and 60s. Tune into AMI at the Movies, Saturday at 9 p.m. Eastern on AMI TV, hosted by Ramya and myself. Keeping everyone busy, ladies and gentlemen, as we've made the switch. We should be used to this now. No mistakes on our part. Bringing on community reporters on Mondays and Tuesdays, no longer Thursdays.
Yes.
Oh, sorry, there is a caveat. Unless because Mondays have holidays, folks, can't do them on a Monday. Now, there was an outlier at one time. If we look back many years ago, when the show started, there was one outlier named McQuaker. And that guy we had to bring on Mondays due to convenience, due to the fact that his celebrity status demanded it. This community reporter we welcome back here on a Monday and say, well, trendsetter, but unfortunately we had interrupted his trend for a while, but he now returns to Mondays to bring us a community report. Hello, Dougie.
How are you guys?
All right, so far. He's out in Atikokan, folks, and he's got news for us from that neck of the woods. Doug, we're starting with Wildlife film project here. This is really interesting. You got Oscar Wilde and different films, writers and films of that nature involved in this.
Yes, and this is something unique where you will learn different skills. But I think what it mainly will teach you, and all experience levels are welcome. Now, it's a recurring event. It started January 16th, runs to May 22nd, and the cost is $125. But the uniqueness to this is you get to learn acting on film, music and movement, virtual theater, which I think is really cool. It's going to be puppetry and animation, and also filmmaking. So if you have a knack or you want to dabble in how to learn all these skills, I think this is a great workshop where you can get all kinds of different ideas, and they'll show you how to develop these skills. The large group, it meets on Wednesdays from 6 to 7:30, and then on Saturdays, that's the smaller group, from 10 a.m. to 1:30 p.m., and it's virtual learning, like it's on Zoom, but at the same time, I think it's such a uniqueness to it, Kel. And
for the youth, it's going to be really great for them to get the chance to do this kind of thing through the children's theater that is putting this on, and I think it's wonderful when you get a chance to do some of this stuff. And we talk a lot, as we were in the last segment, about our attention spans and kids' attention spans and stuff like that. But when you look at youth theater and the way they can change things up, I think you can even capture that even virtually.
Right, and the ages are from 9 to 18. But I agree with you, Kelly. It gets you like, as they say, music and movement, but you're moving around and you're learning these. I think these are amazing skills. Honestly, I do, and I think that it's such a great thing that they're offering to learn the different variety of skills that you'll learn.
Yeah, and we'll put it up on the blog, of course, ami.ca/KellyCo, so that if you're interested in getting your child involved or anyone hearing this saying, hey, man, that might be really cool to be involved with. And I would even not hesitate to inquire, no matter where you were hearing this, of course, Doug, because you can do stuff like this from anywhere. So maybe they have people, they prefer people in their local area. Maybe there's a precedent, but this is something that would pull, I think, anyone in.
I agree, because like you say, it's online and it's through Zoom, so anyone can log on. As you say, you'll put it up on the blog and the email is there, but I do, and I really hope that they get people to learn, because I think it's such a great experience where you will learn all these different amazing skills.
For sure. Absolutely. And if the interest is there, then the opportunity is here for people to try out. Okay. Second on your list is experimenting with mindfulness to support your well-being. This is also a really timely thing, Doug.
Yes, this is something that due to, COVID-19 and the pandemic, and I don't want to, beat a dead horse, because, we've been going through it for almost 15 months now, but I think the idea of this, and I hope people will log on and take advantage of this well-being. Now, the cost of it's $25, and it is this coming Thursday, which is May 20th, and it's going to show you how to calm your body, like it's meditating, but there's as you learn through this workshop, it will show you the different types of how you can calm your stress level, and it will get to the point as you learn these different ones that they're going to show you, the one that will be the best for yourself, the one that will that you can choose. Now, the benefits to this is that it'll lower your blood pressure, it'll improve your heart rate, it will give you an idea of how to focus your brain. So, like, in those days that maybe you're in a fog, you won't get there because you're focusing your performance on how to meditate. It also lowers your anxiety and depression, and I do think that this is something maybe people can take advantage of right now if they're having a stressful life. And as I was saying, it will show you all different skills on how to learn to just be like in a calm presence of your mind, and just they say when you do log on and join this workshop, choose comfortable clothing. Also be in a peaceful and quiet, space in wherever you are, or whether it's in your house or your home, your apartment. But I hope that it will show you how to just be in a better perspective, how to just to calm everything and just, take a moment, chill out. But I don't mean that like in a bad way. I mean, this will show you.
No, but it's to look within yourself, really, right, Doug? Because there's so many external factors going on, and all of that is really influencing us to feel lonely or upset, or, like our whole life's been put on pause, as you're saying. But really what mindfulness is, being able to look within yourself to feel better, or to come to terms, or to get into something that's more of a neutral headspace. But it's hard to think about it that way if you have no practice. And that's why a workshop like this is amazing.
I'm sorry, Romney, I don't mean to interrupt you. It's just, you're right. Like, I totally hear what you're saying, and this will show you how to do it. And I'm happy that there are people that are going to put this workshop online, and you will learn like I say, they'll show you all kinds of different ones, but there's one that you will come to, the one you will choose that will be the best for you. And I think that is, it's a great thing. Like, whether we needed it before, I think we, as you were saying, we're finding that we are lonely or lonelier, and maybe your stress levels are higher. Maybe you do have anxiety and depression. And I just think this is such a unique thing at this present moment that will show you just to calm yourself and put yourself in a better perspective of your mindfulness.
Yep. Doug, I want to move on to something else. Jeff Ryman shared with us his experience getting vaccinated the other day. You had yours fairly recently as well.
Yes, mine was not last Wednesday, the Wednesday before, so May 5th. It was at 3 p.m., and it was in, right in Atikokan where I grew up, and it was such a cool thing. And why I say this is because when they... because they're saying that to get an appointment, you have to, there's different, all kinds of, it seems to me from what I understood is you had to kind of jump through hoops how to book appointment online. I got, which I thought I was going to have to do, and I guess I would have figured it out, but I got lucky because they phoned me and asked me if I had been vaccinated, and I said no, and they said, would you like to be vaccinated, Doug? And I said, yeah, that would be great. So, that the phone call I got was from the clinic in Atikokan, and then they passed it. Once I said that I would like to be vaccinated, they passed it on to the family health in Atikokan, and it just, I got my
went
time.
From there.
They told me what time to come, where to be, and it was fast. Like Jazz and I walked in, and they didn't have a problem with Jazz coming into the building, and it was just, I had my mask on. I sat down with the doctor. She asked me all kinds of questions that they need to know. And then another thing that I didn't know, because they say once you get your first one, you have to wait, I think it's 3 months or 4 months to your second shot. So I was scheduled
at this time. That's where it is. Yeah.
Right, but I was scheduled to have mine in August. But the doctor asked me, "Are you a transplant recipient?" And I said, "Yes." She goes, "Well, what was transplant?" I said, "I had a kidney transplant." So she said, "Wait a minute." She went to ask a nurse, because as I've spoken in the past about my kidney transplant and all the fun things I went through, that they upped my appointment and my to 28 days.
Nice.
So I will be again, I think, well, they said they'd call me, but the way I did the math, it should be early June. But then and so once I get that, I'll be good to go. I'll be fully vaccinated, and I didn't really honestly have a problem with it. It was so fast and smooth going. Now, I will say this. The next morning, your arm does ache, so you know that you had the vaccination, and there are a few side effects, but I do definitely say, if you get a call, get it. I didn't have a problem getting it, and I'm glad I did get it, and I honestly can't wait. I'm excited to get my final shot, and I'm fully vaccinated. So
I'm glad they reached out to you, and as a transplant patient, I would think that totally an acceptable, necessary thing to do, and seeing that they're going to get you back in there, that's really nice to see them on the ball about that, and that you didn't fall through any cracks, that they said, hey, hold on, wait a second. And I found it didn't hurt either. I barely felt the needle, was a little sleepy.
No, I didn't feel the needle at all. Like I said, I don't know about you, but my arm ached a bit the next day, but honestly, I think I was okay. I had a bit of, it almost felt kind of like a flu. There were a couple days where I had to just rest more, and my doctors, when they originally told me about it back in March, they said, you might go through those symptoms, Doug, just don't worry about it. That's telling you that the vaccination's working. So, Yeah. So no,
That's
you
good.
don't feel it at all, like you were saying, Kel. Like I didn't feel it at all. Yeah.
That's the beautiful thing about it. Dougie, thanks a lot. Appreciate having you back on the Monday, and a beautiful report. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Have a great day, and look forward to talking to you guys next month.
Doug McQuaker, our community reporter out in Atikokan, Ontario, telling us some things out of the north and sharing with us some experience. AMI.ca/Kelly Coe. You can check out the blog for what he has mentioned on his report. In a moment, we're going to be talking about the Real Abilities Film Festival here in Toronto. It's back for its 6th annual. We're going to learn more about it right after this. You've been listening to Kelly and Company. If you're hooked, subscribe to the podcast on iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, or your favorite podcast platform. And be sure to leave us a rating and review. Or you can listen live from 2 to 4 p.m. Eastern on AMI Audio.
This was an AMI podcast. For more accessible media, visit ami.ca.